But if I'm a student, if I'm matriculated, I'm not on scholarship, and I want to make extra money, I can work at Burger King. So there was that inequity between the athlete. Now, is that still the case? Is that still the situation where if you are a college athlete and you're not getting name, image, and likeness money, you still can't get a job?
It's typically, okay, and I sort of refer to this as typically, that most are not going to have the time in their schedule. I mean, if you're talking about a major Division I institution, they're not going to have the time to truly get a quote unquote part-time job or anything like that. And so what this does in terms of the loosening of the NIL or with this judgment, in fact, it was the Alston case. I don't know if you're familiar with the Alston case.
Please explain.
But basically, the Alston case was where he sued the NCAA, and ultimately it went all the way up to the Supreme Court and was decided in 2021 here recently. And basically, the NCAA was ultimately violating the rights of student athletes to receive compensation and other in-kind benefits for their name, image, and likeness, or what's otherwise referred to their intellectual property. And so this is really a landmark type of decision that the U.S. Supreme Court, because again, it puts now an end to the restrictions that they held over student athletes in terms of making money over their name, image, and likeness. But I don't think it's really applicable to sort of the lacrosse player going out and working for Burger King, because the lacrosse player is probably not going to be doing that.
But my only thing is, whenever it comes to NIL, and I said this at the very beginning of the podcast, and I've said this for a year now, NIL doesn't bother me. Transfer portal, I can't stand. And that to me is the ruination of college athletics. Not on a big level like this week, when you saw these fancy schmancy games between, Michigan and Alabama and Washington and Texas, go Huskies. The idea that the small athlete, the small sport is going to get gobbled up with conference realignment. This Stanford is traveling all over the country because they're playing in the ACC next year. Makes no sense. And on small sports with small budgets, that really sucks.